Hi here, Andrea Pinkney-Walker, Week 3 Video Journal. As a school counselor/psychologist, what does the law require that you consider when assessing the needs to make a child abuse report, and how do you gather the information for the assessment, keeping in mind limits to confidentiality? The law requires us first to be mandated reporters. I like to tell people whenever they think something is suspicious, there is a line that you can call and you can anonymously give them your information. And they can tell you whether that is something that you need to report or whether it's something that is not as significant. As a reporter, if I feel like something needs to be reported, I see marks on a student, the student acting different, a student may tell me something is going on, then I'm going to make the phone call. I do like to check back on my phone calls because I have been in a situation where absolutely nothing was done and the student situation kept getting much worse. What do you do to gather information? You can ask the teachers, have you noticed anything with any of your students? Or you don't have to directly say the student's name or tell the teacher that you plan on calling, or even tell the teacher anything that you saw, but you may be able to get some more information out of the teacher and see if they've seen anything that's worth telling, or calling Child Protective Services over. I have seen people use their own discretion, and I would not have necessarily made a phone call. I think different backgrounds of different people and coming from different backgrounds makes you more likely to make a phone call in this situation versus this situation. For instance, a teacher that I knew, she called because a student didn't eat breakfast at home. And I didn't feel like that was a justifiable call because the student wasn't starving. The student didn't say they were starving. The student didn't say they didn't have other meals. And from my background, it was normal for us to sleep in as late as we could and then wake up and go to school and try to eat something once we got to school, because we didn't want to wake up early to eat breakfast, but that necessarily wasn't her background, so it really stood out to her.